Hi, so it's January 21st, and I'm learning how to stay okay and stay positive. Because yesterday life hit me pretty hard, pretty tough. There are many things that I've been waiting for in life, and I feel like most of the battle was just trying to make it through that time, but not necessarily going for it to find that thing, but having the patience for God's timing. I mean, it's hard to explain because, like, for the first time ever, really, this year, it felt like God was, showing me that I am ready, that it's time, and I remember just, like, kind of like it was unexpected, but, like, felt like perfect timing, and so I gained, like, this intense amount of hope. I was really happy, and to feel the total opposite, like, yesterday and today, is hard to handle, because it's like, dang, I got so happy, and now it's hard to find that happiness again when all the things that seem to be coming together in my life have completely fallen apart. And I feel like this is the time that, like, the enemy, the devil, wants to, like, get you and attack you and, like, finds your weakest point. And yeah, my weakest point is the fear that someone won't want to be with me, because I've never actually felt that way for anyone who did. I've only had friendships, and I only want friendships really to get to know people, but so far in the friendships they become hopeless quickly. And the first hopeless friendship that I had was one with someone that I didn't really feel that way with in the beginning. I was young. I was 16, 17, and I remember him one day telling me he felt like we need to address feelings, and at first I was like, oh, this never happened, and I didn't know, I was just like, we're friends, does he have them? So I thought he was about to tell me, but in the end it was the total opposite. Told me that we can never be together, and just wanted to let me know, in case I had feelings, and I never admitted my feelings, because at that point I was just like, okay, but then, yeah, eventually, he found out that I did, because I eventually was honest, but we kept the friendship anyway, because I felt like there was just so much more than feelings. It wasn't about feelings or attraction, it was about who you are. Kept his as friendship, obviously, and kept that going, but then it just got really hard over time. But at the same time, I was praying for him and his salvation in his life, and just wanting to be that positive influence. So I kind of spent like 4 of the years trying to get that, as praying for that being the battle, and but inevitably the feelings remain there, because I did long for a companion, someone to share life with and laugh with and shop with and be crazy with and yell with and go on adventures with and road trips with. And my main thing is that I would also want a love for God together, and I couldn't have had that with him because we weren't the same in that area. So when that finally came to its end last year in summer, that's when I finally, got to see that it's okay. That had its purpose. I learned a lot. Now I'm aware of what unconditional love is, and God moved me on by a miracle. I just didn't feel anything. It was okay. 3 months after that, I actually became his friend again, and we were friends in a different sense, though. So I still try to be my positive self around him, but then I started feeling like our differences were really tearing me down, so I wanted to let that go completely. Meanwhile, I was trying my hardest to just be really patient on whoever God had for me, and allow those feelings and desires to just not take over. I really wanted to just leave them in God's hands in such a way that I didn't have to keep thinking of that and waiting and wondering and everything, and just be okay. So I was kind of fighting that, thinking like, I want to be okay, I want to be content. I finally was like getting to that point. I was getting okay, kind of, it was just, I realized that I didn't have any attachment to anyone. It wasn't like I was thinking certain things with a friend and wondering things, it wasn't anything like that. I was open and remembered what I was waiting for. I remembered that type of person in my mind that I used to just, dream about. I remembered that, and I thought, you know what, I want what God wants, and whoever this guy is, that's whoever God has for me, that's who I want. So since I knew exactly what I wanted, I playfully went along with kind of like I didn't expect to find anyone, so I joined a dating, like I kind of mentioned this I think in yesterday's vlog, but like I joined the dating site just as a somewhat joke, kind of like see what happens. I'm thinking if anyone's there, like if they are interested in me, they'll talk to me. So technically that's in a sense the best way to actually find someone who actually would be interested. instead of just anyone out of nowhere in your life, you know? So I kind of just joined it just to see who's out there, and really it's like I didn't really find anyone except one person. I was too picky, like I felt too picky, so like I wouldn't have given in to anyone that easily. Like I felt silly because I'm like, what am I doing? I was so against this. I don't do this stuff, you know? But it just seemed like, I don't know, it just couldn't leave my mind. I had to join this. So yeah, I did. And I did find someone, and I think I said the story yesterday, so I don't really have to repeat much. But it's come to the point where I really feel like I was enjoying getting to know them, but I think I have too many fears to even deserve a friendship like that, to even deserve someone like that. I think there's too many things inside of me that just tear me down, and I think that's where my battle is, and I think that's when I need to overcome completely. I don't know how, but I think that this guy that I did find is quite like something I would have wanted, but you know what? I don't think I'm at that level. I think he deserves whatever he's looking for, and he has a lot of strength to be honest with me and tell me that he just wants friends and just friendship. So, you know, kudos to him for having the strength to do that. I've only done it once in my life. It was a long time ago too, because I was too young, and I just didn't feel like I was meant to be with a certain person. That like we both felt it, but then after 7 months, it like I knew it wasn't meant. So like that's the last time I really ever told someone. I don't feel like, but I mean it's kind of different now. Like he didn't do what I did to someone, but anyway, when I really think about it, I realize I probably am not what he's looking for, as much as I'd want to be, because I want to be, you know, someone close to God, someone who totally relies on his strength, and that's exactly what I'm trying to be. I'm not there yet, and it has been hard, but what can you do but try to go uphill instead of, you know, and yes, felt like I was uphill, and it just felt like I got a big giant push and fell right off the cliff, and now it's like, oh, now I'm down here. So I'm making my way up. As hard and painful as this is, especially dealing with the fear of rejection and thinking you got over it and thinking that it's gone and there's hope now and I can get to know someone new. I really didn't expect that yesterday. I really didn't expect him to feel to say that to me. I thought we would just get to know each other as friends and see where it goes, I guess. I don't really know what exactly he was saying. I guess I won't know, you know, and I just told myself, like, it's up to God. God will show me what's up, what's going on. I really do believe, though, that when it is my time and when I am ready to actually love someone and have someone, I'm definitely gonna hold on tight, and I'm gonna love them as hard as I can and be the best that I can, because I'm really gonna appreciate it. I can guarantee you that, because this little friendship that I was just developing, like, I already saw how much I could appreciate that. I saw how happy I got. Like, I got to learn how happy and appreciative that I became, because to me that was something amazing that gave me a lot of hope that if anything ever happened, anything more beyond that ever happened, that I could tell how happy and how much it would be, because compared to my past, that was awesome. You know, that was something that I would take care of. So now even more so I'm going to do that when that day comes. Who knows? You know? I hope to look back on this days and days and days and days, months later, and smile, knowing exactly what God did after this video. And only the future Stephanie knows that. So yeah, that's how my day has been today. I had Subway. Did I mention that? This is just a talking vlog. I don't have much to record. My vlogs, you know, they've been simple lately, but still, gotta edit them. I haven't done it. Oopsie daisy. I'm lazy and I need to write my to-do list. Anyway. Bye. Oh my goodness. So, change in scenery. Stephanie Ann here has so much hope. You know what my life was like without that hope from God? It's like this. A big mess. And a cat. Just a big mess And you know what that brings you? Hopelessness, doubt, sadness. Now, excuse my face, I just washed it, but I've been like breaking out. It's horrible. Definitely gonna be praying more about my face. But anyway, that's what happens in our lives. Sometimes we want to change our lives, and this is a good metaphor actually. I did change my room around right before I went on my trip. I wanted to change things up a bit, and it kind of represented what I'm doing in my life, is attempting to change it. But during the change, I made a mess. It kind of brought out everything that was inside of me, that was hidden beforehand in the life before that I had. When my room was a different way, everything was organized and put in place. But when I try to change it, all these things come out. But does that mean you sit around and you cry about it and you let it just bring you down? It doesn't. But when you come to realize it, you realize, wow, I really made a mess out of myself, and that's okay. Because God forgives you, and He's there to give you that hope that you need, that will help you clean it up. He's not going to just say, well, you messed your life up, so figure that out, and then I'll talk to you when you're done. But more like, Stephanie, come to me first, and then together we will clean this up. You know how comforting that is? You know what God did for me right now? I sat on my bed crying and praying, pretty much asking for a miracle in that moment, because like my videos beforehand had expressed some, emotional stuff going on. God gave me hope that I can't even explain. I just sat there praying and just thinking, God, I can't see what's in front of me. I don't know what my future holds, but you do, and I trust you with it, because God's the only one who's capable of giving me such hope, making me feel that way and allowing me to believe in such things that look impossible. Hey, Tata. Little cat's right here. He's so cute. Here's a cute Mimi. So yeah, I was just, I can't even explain it. I can't even say it in enough words what He did for me, and that's exactly what I was just like wanting and seeking and hoping for. That's what happened, and that's what God did for me. And I just want to say that nothing is impossible with God. Nothing. He did this for me, and I needed this, just perfect timing, pretty much. Everything, it's just like He came down and comforted me the way I needed it most, and kind of changed my mindset and helped me understand where I should be right now, what I should understand right now, what's going to get me through this. And it's like all the thoughts in there were like fixed. I don't know how to explain it. It's like they were just rearranged and thinking, okay, Stephanie, see this way, this thing in your life this way, and understand it this way. And concerning relationships, I'm not ready. That's why I'm not in one. And that's okay. Because my relationship with God is more important, because that's what will teach me how to be in one. And not get these doubtful feelings, not think these things, because my future husband could come along, like, right now, and then I would be like this. Do you think he would desire that? Probably not. And why would I want him to come into my life and see me dealing with these fears and not even trusting him, being scared of him, Like, thinking about that now, I think, I'm not ready. I knew I wasn't. I should have never looked because of that. Never meant to look. I was always one to not look. I mean, I've only looked once in my life, and that was very recently, and that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to look anymore. I just realized, you know what? I'm not in that position, because I needed to get myself to see this, and now that I know this, I'm going to develop these new habits. I'm going to try my best to apply this into my life, that I need to perfect my relationship with God and be okay with these friendships, be a better friend, because I've always been a fan of friendships, friendship first, so I need to develop friendships in the way that they're supposed to be, a light as a friend, and whatever more in my future, that when God sees me ready, it'll happen. But until then, I want to be focused on God, so lost in God, that if a guy does happen to be there, and he is meant for me, and there is someone that will be, whoever he is, how am I supposed to know? But if he is, I'd rather him see me as this strong person who loves God uncontrollably, and then he will know that I could love him as well, and not have these fears and bring him down or just be scared or anything. with that being said, I had a big giant moment with God. Now I feel like so much more hope and happiness, and I feel like it is helping me bring my motivation back, and I just needed that, and I'm glad to have learned this lesson, and I'm determined to go forward. I'm determined to learn. I'm determined now, more than ever, to be a better friend, you know, not blame anyone. If anyone ever makes me feel sad, or if anyone does bring me down, I feel like the best answer to that is pray for them, because God loves them too. You know, he loves them so much. What reason do I have to not like them or not love them too, you know? And I want to love everyone. I want to be that loving person, you know? Just walk around and be like Jesus. That'd be awesome. So, there's hope. And I'm so excited for what God can